Hey guys, Jeff back again. If you've seen my previous video on my villains line, then you've seen some of the custom creatures that I've done. But I wanted to do a video focusing on this guy right here, which is my Creature of Doom Lagoon G.I. Joe villain, I guess. He's not really a villain, I'd say more of a cryptid. But I took a bunch of spare G.I. Joe parts and made this guy. It took me a while to do it because I had to kind of come up with a concept and kind of figure out how I was going to do it. And it kind of just came to fruition one day when I was sitting in my workshop working on something else. The Sasquatch hunting set that I posted a video of. But as you can see, he's a pretty big guy. He's made of mill-putt G.I. Joe parts. There's some wire in there. It was my first attempt at sculpting a face. I don't know if I did a great job on it. He looks a little childlike, but it's okay for me. I will tell you the most difficult part about making this figure was getting the paint to stick to that old G.I. Joe plastic. It didn't do a very good job. I tried a bunch of different techniques, but all in all, I was really satisfied with this figure. I intended on doing a photo shoot of him, like a photo story. I came up with a storyboard and everything and how I wanted it to go, but I had a baby, or my wife had a baby, so I got delayed doing that. So I've actually changed my storyboard, so this fall I'm going to go back out to the woods and do a brand new story, photo story for this guy. So I'm going to pause the video. You can see real quick relation size to G.I. Joe. He's a little bit bigger. But I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to go into the workshop and go over a few things on him. And then I'm going to finish up with a slideshow detailing kind of how I made him, or my process. So this is my first attempt at a cryptid. If you've seen some of my other videos, I'm trying to make a Yeti right now. I just can't find the time to do it. So be patient. I'm trying. So take it easy. So this is the elusive Creature of Doom Lagoon, standing next to my Sea Adventurer in his Aquanaut clothing. The merman, or creature, he stands just shy of 13 inches tall. I basically took and extended his legs and his arms with a mill putt to give him more of a lanky look, a taller, skinnier look than the standard G.I. Joe body. I also added some mill putt detailing to the chest. And I did the fins on the back. That's all mill putt. The backs of the arms and the backs of the legs. The feet are G.I. Joe feet. I just cut the ends of them off and put fine wire, twisted it, braided it, and stuck it in 3 locations, and then molded the feet out of mill putt as well. The hands are also the original G.I. Joe hands. I cut the ends of the fingers and thumbs off and did the same thing, extended it with wire and made the hands out of mill putt and just put them in the socket. Now, the face is a formative Soldiers of the World figure where I took his face and sanded it, and then I built it out with mill putt. As you can see, I mean, it's not the greatest sculpting job in the world. I mean, I wouldn't give myself any kind of award. I'm pretty sure I could have done this in like 4th grade art class. But hey, man, I'm just a 45-year-old dad living his dream. He's posable. You can pose him in every way. I've taken silicone and put it on the areas where the paint and the ball joints meet, so the paint won't rub off, or as best it can. As you can see, though, the paint kind of chips off over time. which is just like I mentioned in the previous video. It's hard to paint this stuff. If I had it to do all over again, I probably would have, sorry for that, about that. I'm going to stand straight. I probably would have done some more mill putt detailing so the paint would stick better. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. I will show you something. Let me go ahead and set my camera down for just a minute. Oh, boy. Okay, so what I drew inspiration from to make this was, I think this is a video game image. I'm not really sure, but I just did a bunch of Google searches for mer people, and this is what I came up with. And you know, this is the look I was going for. My guy's not exactly this dude here, but he's pretty close. It's a cool thing for my G.I. Joe collection, kind of like my Yeti's going to be. I'm not sure if my Yeti's going to look as good as the Sasquatch figure I have. Definitely not, because I don't make awesome art for a living. I'm a civil engineer trying to be an artist, which those two don't really go hand in hand. But it's a cool project. I'd like to do another one, a more refined version, but I just got to find time. I got so many other projects going on right now that really time doesn't lend itself to do something like this. But regardless, this is the Creature of Doom Lagoon. I'm going to post some slides after this detailing kind of how I made him. They're not the greatest slides. I mean, I didn't really take a lot of pictures at the time. I posted it to my Facebook page, Skunkworks, when I had it at the time. So, yeah, this is him. I'm going to probably do some more close-ups of my villains line here over the next few months. So be on the lookout for those. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm making more and more content. As my son gets older, I'm able to do more. So also share these with your friends. Put them on your Facebook. You know, get the word out. I'm enjoying doing these videos, and I enjoy all the comments and positive feedback. So I don't have my Instagram anymore. I decided to get rid of it. It's still active, so you can get on and look at old pictures and whatnot. And it still has a link to my YouTube channel, but I'm not planning on doing any more Instagram pictures for the time being. I'm probably going to wait till 2021. 2020's been a firestorm. So I hope you guys are doing great. The sun's out. The shamdemic's almost over. And get to customizing. Cheers.